What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Houston Productions video. I'm your host Lucas. To let you know, I got some great ideas of stuff you need to be tuning into Max to watch in the month of March. So let's go ahead and go over my top 5 reasons or recommendations of things you need to be watching hitting Max in March. And Max is starting off strong with one of the better movies that came out last year. And I'm talking about, dropping on March 7th, is Heretic. Now, if you didn't follow Heretic or you didn't hear about it, or maybe it just flew under your radar and you missed it, you should definitely check this one out. It's a fantastic movie. In my personal opinion, it does fall apart a little bit in that third act, but it is that close to being one of the best, if not the best horror movie that came out last year. So, two young missionaries are ensnared in a deadly game where they have to fight for their survival against a diabolical Mr. Reed. Mr. Reed is played by none other than Hugh Grant, who is taking absolute swings in his career at this point. He has definitely stepped away from that rom-com persona that he had for a long time. This is some of the best acting he's ever put on a camera. You can tell he is having a great time in this movie, and it shows. This movie is stylized, it's creepy, it can be brutal at times, it's dark and mysterious. It is overall a fantastic horror movie experience, so definitely grab yourself a bag of popcorn, grab yourself a Coke or whatever you like to consume whenever you watch a good horror movie. Close the shades, make sure it's night, and have a great time on March 7th watching Heretic. And moving right into my second recommendation, dropping on March 9th, is The Righteous Gemstones Season 4. Now, this is going to be the final season of The Righteous Gemstones, and if you haven't seen this series, you definitely should. It is a dark comedy written by Danny McBride, and he is still showing why he is probably the best comedic mind out there right now. And I'm talking about best writer, best actor, best director. He is fantastic. This show is so funny. It is definitely a satire. It definitely does poke fun at the big mega churches and stuff along those lines. So if that's something that is going to deter you, I'm sorry, but either way, I definitely think you should be checking this one out. It is absolutely hilarious. I've had the pleasure of auditioning for this show a couple of times. Didn't book it. However, I think, just even reading some of the lines on paper in front of me were hilarious. I can't wait to tune into the final season of The Righteous Gemstones. So definitely make sure that you're tuning in on March 9th to check out The Righteous Gemstones Season 4. And moving into my third recommendation, dropping on March 13th, is The Parenting. This looks like it could be pretty good. Horror comedies are definitely making a comeback. Movies like The Monkey have just come out and did okay at the box office. It wasn't that great, but we're talking about The Parenting. This horror comedy follows boyfriends Josh and Rohan as they decide to let the parents meet for the first time. And the best way to do that is take a trip. What could go wrong? Except a lot could possibly go wrong, because they learned that the rental that they have is home to something else. Something paranormal. So definitely tune in to check this one out. It looks like it's going to be a great time. I love these kinds of movies. It definitely looks like it's not going to be taking itself too seriously, which is a fantastic trait to have in a horror comedy. So definitely tune in. Check this one out. It's the new style of movie that is coming year after year, so you're going to be seeing a lot more of them coming. So definitely tune into this one. It looks like it's going to be good. So definitely check out The Parenting, dropping to Max on March 13th. And moving into my fourth recommendation, dropping on March 21st, is Sing Sing. Now, I think that Sing Sing was one of the most underrated movies of last year. This movie was absolutely incredible. It is nominated for numerous Oscars in various categories, and it has. Spoiler alert, but you should still check out my Oscars video coming. I'm going to be going over my predictions before the Oscar ceremony of Best Actor, Actress, Picture, all those categories I'm going to be covering. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that one and you don't miss any of the other videos we got coming. But dropping on March 21st is Sing Sing, and like I said, this movie is fantastic. It's emotional, it's heartbreaking at times, it's inspirational. It is, like I mentioned, a Best Picture nominee, and I think that Colman Domingo might actually sneak his way into winning an award for this movie. He was absolutely incredible in this movie. So if you haven't heard of this movie or if you haven't seen anything about it, it is following a man who is imprisoned for a crime that he did not commit. And as he is imprisoned, he starts to discover a love and passion for acting and storytelling. And so it follows a troupe that is started within the prison, and they start to have fun exploring a creative side that a lot of them didn't even know that they had. Like I said, this is an absolutely incredible and fantastic movie. Definitely check it out if you haven't, or even if you have, sit down, watch it again. It's that good. It is worth more than one watch. So definitely tune in to Max on March 21st to watch Sing Sing. And moving into my fifth and final recommendation, dropping on March 27th, is Paul American Season 1. Now, I know a lot of people aren't going to be interested in this. I may not even be interested after the first episode, but I'm going to give it a shot either way. The Paul brothers, Jake and Logan, are some of the most controversial people on the planet. But there's one thing that they excel at, and they excel at it well. They get people talking about it. They get people to tune in. They get eyes on a screen that are having a good time, or they're there to just talk crap. And either way, you're still talking about them, so they're doing a good job at doing what they do best. And that is getting a conversation started. So definitely tune in to check this one out. It looks like it can be entertaining. I'm definitely going to tune in for at least the first episode, maybe the first 3. My normal watching rule is always give something 3 episodes before you tune out of it, just to give it its fair shot. Because things are hard to make. I'm an actor myself, I'm a writer, I'm a director, I'm a producer, I've been in a lot of different projects, and things are very hard to just make in general, and even harder to get put out into the world. So, I definitely will be tuning in to check this one out. I think that you should too. So definitely check out Paul American Season 1, dropping on March 27th. And there we have it, guys. Thanks for tuning into another Houston Productions video. If you haven't done so already, give this video a thumbs up. I want to thank you so much for sticking around. Make sure that you are subscribed. We've got some great other content coming, some gameplay, more card openings as normal. So definitely make sure you don't want to miss any of that by hitting that subscribe button. My name is Lucas here at Houston Productions, and I'll catch you in the next one. Happy watching.